What are you doing?
Trying to get hair out of my face. Okay. Now, are we ready?
We're rocking. We're rolling.
You already started that thing.
Welcome to Over the Years. My name is Tim, and I love vintage items. I hunt for treasures and bring you the ultimate prizes of antiques, collectibles, and vintage decor. Join me, my dukes, my girlfriend Josie, and other guests as we search for history.
What are you doing?
Trying to get hair out of my face. Okay. Now, are we ready?
We're rocking. We're rolling.
You already started that thing. Okay.
So you want to learn how to pack? Let's do it.
Or just say.
So-
You're not.
We have this teapot, and we talked about this teapot recently, and somebody said they wanted to see a video of us packing this teapot.
Sugar and the creamer.
So we are about ready to show you how we pack breakable, fragile,
Multiple piece
items and get them to their destination safely, thanks to the packing methods of the packing OG, my dukes.
And sterling products for this fabulous vapor-filled large bubble.
Yeah, this is like
This is
industrial strength heavy big bubble.
This is the cherry on the top of the sundae. This is what gets us 5-star packing reviews, I tell you.
All right, let's get to packing. Alright, so what we have here is a Noritake teapot, sugar, and creamer. Now this stuff is really pretty, and you can see it is marked right down there. The name of the pattern is Stanwick. I believe that's how you would say that. And so what we're going to do is this is all one order, so we're going to pack these all together. Obviously, what we're going to do is we're going to take off the lids. Those will be wrapped separately. But we're actually pretty fortunate. I mean, this teapot is all teapots are going to be shaped differently. All sugar and creamers are going to be shaped differently. So we kind of got a little lucky as far as the shapes of these because they're so flat. It makes it a little bit easier to pack. They can be in really crazy shapes, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But the objective here is to try and get these pieces all wrapped safe and sound for travels, and while keeping our shipping costs low as far as the size of the box goes. But most importantly, we want to make sure these beauties get to their new home safe and sound. So now we're going to go ahead and get started.
And I'm going to start with the actual pot. First layer of all my packing begins with this. I get this from my storage unit, my storage facility. They have it in big quantities, large quantities, so that's a help. So I want to get around the handle and around the spout. Push it in there just a little, and any excess I'm going to use around the spout. I can start with Scotch tape.
Shout out to Krillin, Scotch Tape King.
He uses a lot of tape.
He uses a lot of Scotch tape.
There you go. Then I'm going to take my small bubble. Now I'm not fussy about my small bubble. As long as I can get, you know, decent sized sheets. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be a name brand. It just pretty much is the barrier between the large bubble. And I roll it and roll it as long as I think I need to. Pull this sucker off here. And I'm still on the Scotch tape phase. And then I fold it down. Just like, it's almost like wrapping Christmas presents. Or any kind of present. Just get that good down on the top. And then do both ends, both sides. Depending on the actual China content of what I'm doing, if I think it warrants it, I'll do another roll of small bubble, and I'll start this way. I'm going to do one small, just to make it a little tighter. And start here, rolling, rolling. A little bit to there, find my... This is just so delicate. I just really... If this was pottery, I would have stopped at one small bubble. But it's not. So... And... both ends. This is pretty good right now. And also I've got extra here near the spout. That always wigs me out. I'm always afraid.
You always want to be careful of the spouts
and the handles.
And the handles.
That's the first part to go on a teapot anyway when it's being used. And a lot of them that we sell, then people don't mind there's a little nick or whatever on the inside. So there you go with your small bubbles. Now, funny thing is, on my last order of bubble wrap, this came out like this, like twice the size. But, so, I mean, I can use it, it's fine, but I like to take, oh, I'm not going to rip that, I'll cut that. I like to take smaller pieces like this and find the spout or the handle and double do it. Then I move to my big tape. This is pretty hefty and I can't. So this is a tough area because of the location. It might look like you're using too much, but trust me, you don't want to screw up that spout or that handle. So I'm going to probably end up using 3 pieces up here, just because.
And now the importance of ripping these sheets instead of just taking one whole big sheet is that, as you can see right here, like where you rip it is no protection. So if you were to just use the whole sheet, then this part might end up on a corner or something that is, you know, could be damaged in transition.
I mean, so you're going to use less really when you cut it up, I think, because you can position it where you're not going to have any bare spots. If you just wrap it up in that somewhere on there, it takes longer because I know when I use it like that, I have to double check to make sure it's not on a handle, especially Pyrex. Okay, so now we've got our, I might not even need another piece up there, but we'll see. So that's that. Now what I might do with this new big bubble wrap, oh, that's the small. It's the big. Okay, with the big, I might just do one of these. All right, I make sure, see there, I gotta make sure that comes up. This is gonna hit here, not on a corner, okay? Same thing, I got it over here. So what I'm gonna do with this, I'm probably gonna need more I'm a little more worried about this part now. See, I got the big up there, so I don't have to worry about. This could be like a football, but that's okay. This always worries me. So here we are. And this is going to be good here. So I'm going to take some of this, put that there. Take some of this, put that there. Take that. Okay. And here I am on my, I think I'm pretty sure that's a spout. Okay, now we're going to get this on, which I'm pretty sure is handled.
This is the handle side now.
Yeah, I think I'm on the handle side. So, yep, it's, there you go.
Nice football.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to do that. This is Timothy's favorite test, but I don't want to push the envelope on anything. But there's that piece, okay? And usually at this point I think to myself, what size box is going to work? But for time's sake, I'm not going to digress to that. Put you there. And now we're on the lid to the teapot. I had a piece of paper. I try to use everything. So I start and I wrap a chunk around the handle. And I start flipping it. And then I take it. Well, that came out short.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I got another piece. Why, yes, I do. Just right for my little screw up. Nice and crunchy. Alright, there we are. Now we're on to the single bubble wrap. Sometimes this stuff is a little on the cheap side. And it's hard to find the tear mark. Alright, and then I do a little this way. And then I do a little this way and put the bulk of it on top where the tiny little handle is. Tuck that and go back over the handle. There you have that. Now we're going to get, not a big piece, where my little pieces go. You should try not to make a mess when you're doing this.
You guys should see my Dukes when she gets...
It looks like the emergency room at the hospital. Flying everywhere. I will use tiny Scotch tape for this. But I will use this. This I get at Staples.
What? No.
This we get at Staples.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Timothy, I go to Staples and get the big tape.
No, you don't. I go to Costco and get the big tape.
It's Costco. Shit. Hot out here. You can cut that. Okay. That's when I get to the point where I think, do I need another one to go around it? Yeah, I'll put another one around it. The other direction. And this.
Now, you guys don't necessarily always have to do things the way that we do them, but the purpose of this is to show you that
This is how we do it.
this is how we do it. And we have
This is
shipped.
how we do it. This is how we do it. Anyway.
And we have shipped over close to 3,000 items now. So, and our breakage rate is pretty good. It's like,
How many pieces?
I don't know, we're at like 0.23% breakage piece. So now we're gonna do the creamer.
Uh-oh. Hello. Ran out of tape. Okay. Had another one on the ready. I'm going to get my 4 corners. All right. There we go.
So now we got the lid, we got the creamer.
Boy, that creamer came out small. We
Yeah.
got the teapot.
And the teapot. So now it's time to do the
sugar
sugar.
bowl. Okay, here we are. I think I'll start with the sugar bowl. Okay, now I've worked myself in the corner. Get my Scotch tape out. Okay, pretty good. Now on to our small bubble. I think I'm going to go this way, 'cause that's where the handles are. Okay, now I'm going to tuck as much underneath the handle as possible. Okay, I might do one more I don't know. I'll do one of these just to make it flat. Alright, there you go. Get these two corners. Okay, this one though, I want to get the handles on this one. Sometimes I can do that. Sometimes it goes awry and they all pop. Now, I'm thinking maybe I'll do a big one around this if it doesn't take up too much room. There you go. Oopsie. There you go.
You gotta make sure you get it in the right place so that
Well,
there's
see,
enough
fortunately,
to fold over.
yeah, I gotta have enough to pull over, but I also don't want, this is good because there's no cracks to worry about. Alright. And we're down to the, down to the lid. There's that. Whoops, got a little funny spot there on the end. The OCD in me. Alright. Now we're going to do the lid. Everybody's done. Now we pick out a box.
Alright, so now that my Dukes has done some wrapping, it's my job to do boxing and Tetris. So with things like these where you have multiple pieces, it can be kind of difficult to find a box where they'll all fit safely. So we're going to try to start with the, what did I pick up? I picked a 12 by 12 by 10. So let's see what we can get. Now, you always want to make sure you tape these corners. So we do a little...
Seals it up.
So next, we'll grab some paper. Get the bottom. Alright, so now it's Tetris time. I typically like to start with the biggest one because...
You have to build around it.
Yeah.
How about the other way, lengthwise? Too long?
Like this?
Yeah.
Takes up too much space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go back to our original plan. There you go, angle it. Can a small piece fit underneath that angle?
That's what I was going to try and do. I don't know. I don't think this is...
We're going to have to build a box?
No, I just don't foresee this working anyway.
Yeah, the paper takes up...
Alright, so that box is not going to work. It's time to find a new box. So the other box wasn't going to work. This package is actually going to Virginia. We live in Maryland, D.C., so I'm not too afraid about surcharge on a little bit of a bigger box. So I'm going to use this rectangle sized box. I've already started filling it with some paper. And now it's time to play Tetris. That's in there. That's in there. That's in there. That's in there. Fits better than I thought. Alright, so now we just got to make sure we get enough paper on the sides.
So nothing touches the box.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. You want to make sure that nothing is touching the side of the box. But the good thing is that because of all of the bubble that we use, it does allow us a little bit more, cushion than most other packages. Especially on the corners, that's what's really important. We're gonna be...
What I like about newspaper is, like, you think if somebody is to drop a box on top of that, there's enough give with newspaper as opposed to the bubble packets that it's going to smoothly go down and you're not going to have that jar of really, really stiff bubble packets. Got a little bit of paper sticking out on the end there.
Better. sometimes you need 2 people to do this.
I do a crisscross on that one.
I'm gonna need Mom to tape while I hold this down, so we'll be right back.
Here, you.
All right, so sometimes these boxes, the material's a little weird.
And
So we had to do like a double criss. I'm a little out of breath, and now we're gonna put some nice brown tape on there to make it look a little nicer and have a little bit better of closure. And then I'll probably go over that with some more clear tape, just because sometimes this brown tape doesn't stick as well.
but at least it looks a little neater. Also, we like to recycle and repurpose boxes. So obviously, this is one of those cases where we don't want people to think that they're getting a ham and 2 sausages and ham. So that's where this comes in. When I'm not wanting people to see what the prior box was used for.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So I use this on the ends. This one ain't the prettiest of our wrap jobs,
But it's real.
it'll get there.
This
It'll
is
get
the whole
there.
thing. Is like you have to understand that not every box is going to be the same. Not every package is going to be the same. Everything's going to be a little bit different.
We
Alright,
try
let
to
me-
use up our boxes that
Let
are
me go
already-
over with regular tape.
Whoops. Excuse me. And he'll get the 4 corners also.
So funny. Alright, I think we are good to go.
Okay.
So, now we're going to put a label on this bad boy. I'm going to take it to the post office with the rest of today's packages. So, hope you guys learned on how we handle things. Shout out to Ma Dukes. We're going to do a little camera turnaround. The OG of packing. So, when she's feeling like she don't want to do nothing, this is how I have to do it. I have to learn how to do it.
That's
So,
right.
thank you guys. As always, stay tuned. More educational videos to come soon. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. There's videos around our faces. Watch them. Thank you. Bye.